Yeah, guys. Yes, I hope you're able to hear me now. Am I audible now? Okay, fantastic. Sorry for the inconvenience. So we'll make up for the time that we have lost. And there has been some power issues in our area. That's the reason we couldn't make it up. We couldn't have the session yesterday, and today also we had some hiccups. All right, great. So without further delay, thank you for coming today. Let's get started. Okay, so we are studying the digital marketing course. The idea behind is I want my students to be able to start their own business and start getting clients and do digital marketing for them. That's goal one. Goal two, those of you who are in commerce stream and who wants to complete this course, add to their credentials and apply for a digital marketing position. That is also possible with this course. Third thing, if you have your own YouTube channel, you have your own venture, you want to promote that, this is the place you should be. For you to understand how business works, how marketing works, how all the tools get together in order to promote your business and get you prosperous. And fourth, those of you who want to work from home option, our company will also help you provide work orders in order to do that. So as we were discussing yesterday, that marketing has got 4 P's: product, price, promotion, and physical distribution. Today we are going to look at the product aspect of it. Okay, product, as soon as you hear the word product, what does it come to your mind? I'm sure you would be thinking about some tangible product, a product that you can see, you can touch, you can go pay money and get in return. Yes, definitely that is a product. Like I have given an image of a few products. Mainly this is confectionery products. But in business sense, even a service is also considered as a product. Like for example, an airline is the flight ticket is the product. Here you're not getting anything tangible, something that you can keep it with you. Or if you are taking a train ticket, although the ticket is the physical thing that you have in your hand, but actually you're hiring a place in the train to go from place A to B. From the business perspective, that is also a product. All right, so product, we can define them into 3 categories. Okay, I would recommend students to have a pen and paper and make your small notes. I will be providing you. Are you having issues hearing my voice? So okay, if it is yes, then type yes. So I'll try to go a little more slow. Is my voice clear? Yes, no. Am I audible? I'm not getting a response from your side. Okay, fantastic. So right, so as I was saying, a product need not necessarily be just something that you can touch. Okay, something which is in material form. A product broadly can be classified into three categories. One is a product which you consume, which you use, something like this chocolate, you have rice, you have clothes, you have motorcycle. All these are also products. There are products with service, like for example, if you subscribe for a DTH subscription, so there they will give you a device, DTH device, plus they will also be providing you the monthly subscription where you are able to watch the various channels. So that is a service. This is coupled. A physical product is there and a service product is also there. It's coupled together, and that is also offered as a complete product. Like in case if you go to buy a SIM card, okay, Airtel is selling a SIM card. Airtel is giving you a SIM card, which is the product, and also the service where you're able to make calls, use data, and whatever you can use data, send SMS, stuff like that. All right. So product, third category is purely service, where the product element is not there. Like for example, if you book a hotel room, you are not getting any product. They will not give you any product. They will allow you to use their room, use their facilities. So that is also a product. So whenever you are thinking about a product, have a broader definition of a product, not just something that you can touch. So I told you there are three types of products. A product which is physical in nature, a physical product and a service product put together, and purely a service product. So these are the three types of products that you can come across. All right. So now let's move on. Okay. All right. So what is a product? A product is basically, I have my own definitions, which I like to make it very simple for anybody to understand. So I write very simple definitions. I will share what my understanding about a product is. A product is the combination of features and services that aim to satisfy consumers' needs. I'll repeat. A product is the combination of features and services. We will get into what features are in the subsequent slides. It is the combination. Combination is, it is to add. If you have different features put together and some service, but the aim, the goal should be to satisfy consumer needs. So this is where it is important for us to understand what a need is. Okay, so I will repeat it again. A product is a combination of features and services to satisfy need. Now let's understand what a need is. As you can see in the image, a child is there and there is hot sun, and you can see the child, he is sweating. I hope everything is okay for now. I'm getting an error message from YouTube. So are you guys able to hear me and see the slide I'm showing? Please type a yes message. Okay, so I am okay, fine, no problem. Uh, some of I will be giving you notes, because if I get busy typing the stuff, then I will lose track. I'll give you everything in material. You did not worry. So I want you to reconfirm if you are able to hear me clearly. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Oli. So, right, as you can see, there is hot sun, and the child is there, and the child is sweating. Now, because of the hot weather, the child has developed a need. A need has grown or has started for the child. What is that? He is feeling thirsty. So he is in need of quenching the thirst in order to satisfy his thirst. Correct? So that is a need. A need is basically something which you feel bodily or mentally, something is missing and you want something to make it complete. So in this case, because there is hot sun, the child has lost water from the body, and the body wants water. So for that reason, the body is feeling thirsty and the child wants water. So this is something very, very pivotal to marketing. Very, very important to marketing. If you understand what is the underlying need, you will be able to offer product that will satisfy that need. Now that you have understood what need is, let's move on. Now you see two images over here. On the left, you see a child drinking water from the tap. And on the right, you can see a mother. It's basically an ad, but basically the mother is displaying water, but it is bottled water, Bisleri. So what's the difference? So the need is there for both, for the child and for the other child. The difference is the way you satisfy your need. That is a want. The way you satisfy a need is what makes the difference. Here the child doesn't have money, so the child is using the water coming from the tap and drinking. Whereas the other child has got money and the child is buying a mineral water, a distilled, a filtered water. So that is the difference between need and want. Want is among the choices available, what is that you prefer to go for. Like for example, you may feel hungry. Some people may want to buy idli, some person may want to buy burger. So that is depending on your choice. We'll come to that later point, but as of now, just understand the difference between need and want. Need is if something is missing, that is called need. And the option you choose to satisfy that need is called want. Alright? So now let's move on. Now we see something happening here. What is that? There is one person who is paying the money and one person is getting the money. Right? Okay, I think the streaming happening little slowly, so I will also go bit slowly. You still haven't got that slide. Yeah, this is the slide I'm talking. One man is giving the money and the other man is receiving the money. So basically what demand is the willingness, you agree to pay a price for a product. Like you have come for this course. Now, there was a need. Some people wanted to learn what digital marketing is. Somebody wanted to grow their YouTube channel. Somebody wanted to earn money from home. There was a need. And then the want came that there are different options available in the market. Now, demand is when you agree to pay a price for a product or a service. Like all of you have agreed to pay 2000 rupees per month and 1000 rupees joining fee. So this is a 6 months course. So based on what we have offered and the price we are asking, if you agree to pay for it, that is called demand. Demand is you agree to pay the price for the product you want. Okay, now let's move on. Now let's come to another very important aspect of a product. The other important aspect of a product is the features. I think it's still taking a little time for it to display. I will give a few seconds. Okay, you have the slide. All right, features. Features is the technical aspect of a product. Now in this image, you might have seen I have circled standard 802.11. This is an inbuilt technical component or technical feature of the router. This you can see the image of a router. A router is basically the internet connection. If you take a broadband connection, the internet connection goes into a modem, and from a modem a router wirelessly picks the wired or wirelessly, it picks up that connection, and then it transmits to the various Wi-Fi devices that wants to connect to the internet. So this is a Wi-Fi router. A router basically it is like an extension box. An extension box, what it does, it takes power from the power socket, and it has multiple sockets where you can, in one you can connect a computer, one you can connect a phone, a laptop, multiple things. Same thing router does. This is for the Wi-Fi. This is for your internet Wi-Fi connection. Basically it takes the internet from the modem, and then it sends the Wi-Fi to all the different devices which want to get connected to it. This is a more router, and the router has got a feature called standard 802.11, and I'm sure most of you, or maybe all of you, may not have ever come across something like this. Unless you have installed a router, you might have come across. Otherwise it is something very technical, we would not know. So we as marketeers, we always have to reduce the feature aspect of it. Even if we have to give features, we have to tell the customer the benefit they will get. In simple terms, what does it mean? Like, now the next slide is telling you what that feature actually does. Right. So that's the image that we are looking at. There you can see a family. The father has got a laptop, the mother's got a laptop, the child's got a tab. So all three of them are using internet. They are watching whatever they want to, or they might be chatting. As you can see on the right, there is a router. The router, basically that feature is enabling multiple users to use the same Wi-Fi. Now I'm sure you will agree with me. Now it makes sense to you. If I am trying to promote a product to you, and if I show this image to you, and if I say, hey sir or ma'am, if you buy this router, you can enjoy this service, so you will be more likely to buy my product. Unless if I say it is 802.11 blah blah blah, so all that will make no difference to you. So that is the reason, whenever we are promoting our products, or when we are writing the marketing literature, we always have to keep the customer's knowledge in mind, and because the customer wants to know what will I get by buying this product. So it is no good if you just say that my product has got, maybe your product may have all the features what you're saying, but the customer may not agree, because the customer will not understand. So now let's come to a theory put forth by a great marketing thinker. His name is Maslow's. This model is called Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. Right. Just a few seconds. So yeah, so that's the image I'm looking for. So this is called Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. Let me see if I can yeah, it is possible. Okay, now I'm sorry. Okay. Right. So the first thing every human being wants to satisfy their biological or physiological needs. Your bodily needs is what anybody will take care of first. Something like food, sleep, water, without which we cannot be alive. That is called uh, biological and physiological need. That's the first thing. The second is everybody would be looking for some form of safety. So, safety in the form of health, fitness, probably home. So, these are the kinds of things that if you have money, first thing you would like to buy food so that you can eat. That's the first thing. You want a place to sleep. But if you have more money, you want to make yourself secure. You want to get some security, some safety. So, second aspect is you will put money for uh, you'll put money aside in order to ensure that if you fall sick, you can use that money. Nowadays, there are a lot of health insurance policies and so on and so forth. So that's the second aspect. The third aspect is belonging aspect. This is when you have taken care of your basic needs, then you will look at psychological needs, because you need human beings are social animals. We need other people as well. So, like for example, if you're when we were small, our parents used to bring us gifts. So if we had enough gifts, we would like to share that. If we have more than what we require, then we are okay to share it with others. But if you have only one toy, you will not give it to anybody. That's human nature. I'm not telling you should do that, but that's how we function. So, after that is when people will look for marriage, will look for children, will look for other friends and various other companions. Once you have your food, your shelter, you have your home, your health is taken care of, then you will think of marriage and various other things. Then once that happens, now not necessarily this, like for example, you can take it an example of a car also. In your house, your dad will buy a normal car. First he will buy a two-wheeler. Once he has enough money, can take care of things, then he will go for maybe a small car like Maruti, Alto or something. And then when you have more money, then you will go for maybe Innova or something. There you need respect. You're looking for respect, recognition, strength, self-esteem. So there, even in clothes, we do the same thing. If you have very little money, you will buy the cheapest clothes. If you have little better money, you'll have little more money, then probably you'll buy from West Side or something like that. But if you have a lot of money, you'll go for the top end brands like Gucci, Marks and Spencer, and so on and so forth. This is how human beings deal with finances. Then the last need is self-actualization need. So here you have achieved everything. Now you want to give back to society. You might have seen people, especially your father if he's in his 50s, or your grandparents. You see now they are more into community work. They get associated with some mosque or temple or something like that, where they are doing good work for other people, social work for other people. That is the last need, where you feel like I am doing something worthwhile. It's not that all the money I'm earning, I'm using it for my own self. So that's the last need which human beings generally go for. Need not necessarily that everybody follow this, but most of the people will follow this hierarchy. So that's why it is important to understand how our customers, if we are providing a product, we have to understand, is it satisfying the biological need? Is it a safety need? Is it a love or belonging need? Or is it an esteem need? Or is a self-actualization need? Based on that, they will also prioritize to buy it. So based on that, you need to understand this. In subsequent classes, I will teach you how to match that. As of now, you need to understand this. So now let's move on to the next slide. Okay, now this also is a very important aspect of, sorry, Now I'm moving into a very important aspect of marketing, which is called segmentation. It is called segmentation. I'm just waiting for a couple of seconds. Yes, that's the slide I'm looking for. Now, right, it's settled down. Okay, now you can see that people are mixed. Our customers are together. It is our duty as marketeers to separate them into different categories. As you can see, all the reds have gone in one side, yellows, blues, oranges. So everybody live together as a society. So we as marketeers, we need to identify, are we targeting the red people, the yellow people, the blue people, or the orange people? We need to separate them and offer them. So that is, segmentation is breaking it down into parts. That is segmentation. Okay, now if you on a birthday, if you bring a cake, you cut them into pieces and then you distribute, right? So similarly, a market has to be broken down into parts and then you have to cater to it. So let's move on. Okay, what are the bases on which we can segment them, we can separate them? The next slide gives some idea to it. This, I'm sure all of you have been to a theme park. A theme park is where the different rides, at least once in a while, you might have visited one of the theme parks. So I've chosen this so that I'm able to show you how segmentation can be done. Okay, that's the slide. On the extreme top end, you can see a roller coaster ride. In the bottom, you can see a rain dance happening. In the center, you can see a water ride happening. And on the top right hand side, you can see a ghost train or a haunted house. And at the bottom, you can see a child's train, a kid's train. So within a theme park, see how beautifully they have segmented it, because different people have got different choices, different likes, different dislikes, based on their age, based on their culture, based on various other factors. Certain people like something, certain people don't like something. So based on, if we understand what customers like and what they dislike, we can offer a product based to those people who will like a product. If you don't like something, you will not buy that. You have to like something for you to go for it. For that reason, in marketing, we need to understand what will my customer like. Will my customer like this, or will my customer dislike this? So in subsequent classes, we will also learn how to do market research, where we go to customers and ask them what they like and what they don't like. So in that way, we will understand exactly from the customer's point of view what they like or not. Previously, when going back in 1950s, there was maybe one or two manufacturers. So there was no choice for people. Whatever they used to make, people had to buy because they had a need. To satisfy the need, people had to buy. But today, manufacturers are plenty, are so many. So customers also have got that choice. So because there is so much of choice, you have to be very particular about what you are offering to the customer, whether they like it or they don't like it. All right. So the next is based on their need. I'm just holding on for the slide to pop up. And meantime, let me tell you, all these things which I'm telling you, okay, they are extremely important aspects. If you really want to be a successful digital marketer, you need to understand these things, because these are the basics on which you will use the tools in order to offer your services and products. Okay, now that the image has come up. Okay, the second aspect is based on the need and usage. You can also segment the market. As you can see, the first image is a fat man. The buttons are going to, the shirt is getting torn off. The buttons are going to come off because the size of the body is much more than the shirt. The shirt is not able to contain him. Okay, so based on need, so that's why you have this small, extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, all these features. Same product comes in variants, different variants, because there is a different need. And on the other side, you can see a person with less energy. So depending on the industry you are in, depending on the market you are in, you have to choose the right base. What is the base I use in order to separate my customers? And there you can see a customer who is very busy. The customer who's the other guy is very busy. To such kind of a person, you can sell ready-made food. You can sell things which will reduce his usage of time, because for that person, time is a constraint. Now at the bottom you can see a train station picture where the people are in a rush. Okay, so it also depends on the peak hour. Okay, if it is a peak hour, people are having problems getting transportation. So if you provide, generally you might have seen taxis and autos, they stop at railway stations at the time when the train is arriving, because that's a peak hour. So at peak hours, what is that can be done? So that is also one of the thing. And these are just a few to give you examples. The needs can be much more. Depending on the industry, you have to understand in that industry what needs customers may have, and then based on that you can segment your market. Okay, so practically I will give you assignment for you people to do, so that whatever you're listening, what I'm saying, you have to do it for you to understand and be able to utilize it the way I'm presenting it to you. And the last one, as you can see, it's about a goal. So based on goals also, different people have got different goals. Based on different goals, like you see my own promoting campaign, I said, are you unemployed? Do you want to work from home? You want to grow in your career? You want career prospects? Are you retired? Are you unemployed? Are you studying in commerce? So I have identified the different needs of my customer base, and then I am trying to cater to all these people. This is one solution for these type of people. So that is the kind of, you have to single out the needs and you have to communicate to those people. So then those people will feel that, oh, this product is for me, I will go for it. So that is how you use it. Now, another important thing all of you know is based on income, because based on income you'll have something called disposable income. There is a difference between income and disposable income. I'll tell you what the difference is. Income is the total money you get. Like for example, somebody gets 10,000 rupees a month. That is the income. And then he has rent to pay, he has to pay for fees, he has to pay for food. Now after all his expenses, he has 2,000 rupees left with him. That 2,000 rupees is the disposable income. From the income, you remove all the expenses, and what is left with you is called disposable income. And in the image you can see there's a doctor, there's a small shop owner, there's a delivery guy, Zomato delivery guy, and there's one gold showroom. There's a gold showroom. So based on that, you also know that who is capable of spending how much. So you have to match your product and your price. You have to understand who do I want to sell to. I want to sell to a doctor, I want to sell to a jeweler, or I want to sell to a Zomato guy. So based on that, your products and features should match, because different customers, their needs are different. As we saw the hierarchy, Maslow's hierarchy, there is some people are at the biological and physiological needs, somebody are at the safety need level, somebody are at the belonging level need, somebody are at the esteem need level, somebody are at the self-actualization need level. So based on that, you have to decide what your product is and who your target customers are. So if you understand this, you will be able to pack your product and talk to those people who will buy your product. Now, for example, if I nowadays there is charter helicopters, or there is helicopter ride. Now, helicopter ride from Bangalore airport to Bangalore city is something in the range of 3 to 4,000 rupees. A normal flight cost from Bangalore to Bombay or Mumbai is about 4,000 rupees. So just coming into the city from the airport to the city costs the person 3 to 4,000 rupees. So who do you think will be willing to go for it? Not all the passengers who fly by airline will definitely buy that service. Only those people who are very, very rich and who are very, very busy and who don't mind flying in the city. So based on these factors, you are able to talk to those people things which relate to them, which is useful for them. Another important differentiating factor or segmentation factor is where the customer lives. Nowadays, we are in digital marketing field. This is the thing that we are trying to reduce. This is the issue that we are trying to reduce. Nowadays, in big cities like Bangalore, somebody, if there is a mall in every part of the city. Why? Because somebody who's living in JP Nagar will not travel to MG Road to buy something, because the same thing is made available over there. It's because of the geography. So geographical distance also plays a very important role. So in digital marketing, the advantage is you will be able to sell to any person within India or across the world, anywhere in the world also, as long as uh, you have delivery. uh, if you are able to ship to that location, to that pin code, you will be able to sell your products. That is why digital marketing is so important, because it cuts across the geographical limitation. People who are sitting in Mumbai can buy your product if your product appeals to them. Okay, so here I have given a image of Jammu and Kashmir, Kerala. This is Bangalore and Mumbai. So various places from various parts of the city are there. Now we will be moving into uh, the next part of, once you've already segmented the product, market, I'm sorry. Once you have created the market segment, now you have to target it. Now we will be looking at the targeting. Okay, so now what is targeting? Yeah, so what is targeting? Targeting is basically matching the right need with the right product. As you can see, it's a jigsaw puzzle, where the more perfect the match is, the larger or the greater is the chance of being successful. All the big companies have succeeded because they've understood which product meets the exact need, and they have offered, and to whom it is useful. Based on this, uh, that's why targeting is one of the most important thing in, and digital marketing has become popular because it has focused target market, and you're able to precisely target the right type of customer who you want to offer your product to. And that is something which digital marketing is capable of doing. That's why the success lies in the targeting. So if you understand targeting very well, and when you create the your campaign, you will be able to target it to the right customer who will be more than willing to purchase your product, and success is will be there. Now here I am giving an example of a right. So Now this is a pack offered by one of the service providers. I am not sure if it is Vodafone or something. The idea I have picked this images to show you that the same product can be offered to different customer segments. This is what the beauty of segmentation and targeting is. Here there is $2.99 for those who want a basic pack, which is a 20-day pack, 28 days pack. As you can see, the image is slightly not that clear, but still you have to manage. I will read it out for you. The $2.99 pack